This episode is brought to you by the feature film Wall of Flesh, a vintage comedy. A faded musician and lovable curmudgeon must reassemble his motley band of misfits in order to provide for the spermatozoa that got away. At Wall of Flesh Film and wallofflesh.com on Amazon.
You know what?
What's up?
This week you're bringing us in.
Oh, I'm bringing us in?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Two Guys Talkin. I'm Josh. Just Josh for now. Josh Willis. This is my dear friend and
Doug
confidant.
I'm studying.
Fingerburger?
Careful. Very litigious.
Brian Sturges, everybody. Brian Sturges.
I never know where to look when no one's watching.
Yeah.
So this time we made a list because we've noticed that production people don't seem to give a shit. Damn.
You already are. We barely started. We're 1 minute in and already with the S-bomb.
My mother had some notes about the show.
Did she?
She doesn't appreciate the swearing.
No.
No.
Fuck.
I was about to flip her off. But
You got a little. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you got it. You're good.
What was it?
Milk or coffee or
Coffee. Okay.
something else you might have put in your mouth.
So, as you know, I'm an unsuccessful character actor.
Yeah.
And because I'm bald, I have to do various facial hair because that's my option.
If you don't, what you don't have on your.
So, this is untrimmed because Amazon is 10 stops away right now with my trimmer scissor kit to handle this. But basically, I'm doing a little, what would you call it, character development. So this ridiculous mustache is for a possible gig. Update on the other ones. I did not hear back.
No. You're still waiting to hear back from.
You know what? But I'm hoping.
You're still hoping.
Yeah, it's been 9 weeks, but I'm hoping.
Yeah. Are you gonna say who they were?
I'm not giving them free press.
Okay. Then.
They don't want me. I don't want them.
Okay.
Let me make it very good.
Right.
Yeah. So I shaved this all off, and then I had the mustache, and then I have found that if you have something that looks like this in public, people will not talk to you.
Well, they think you're a time traveler.
Well, your wishes. I'm working on a character piece.
All right.
This is Brian Sturges.
Thank God we have all these props out here.
There was, by the way, we've kind of lost
a slate. Yeah. As they say.
Already derailing. I wore the sweater and stash for you because I'm doing a little bit of There Will Be Blood.
Okay.
Because we both like the movie.
Yeah.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I teach you, but I'd have to try. I think this is the monologue, right?
Right. That's right.
I might have. I was doing a couple different tasks at once when I was learning them.
Okay,
I was listening to some hip hop while watching some classics. But you see, my milkshake's all the way over here, and then I shake it. I shake my little milkshake all the way to you. Shove it down your, down your mother's filth, Daniel. You slid out in the filth. He's just like, and he's spitting. And he wins an Academy Award for best spitting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, he says, I'm finished.
Daniel.
Yeah, right.
He talks like this. But all the boys, all of them to the yard. So many different boys were in the yard.
All in the yard.
So
I see a bright future for you, Mr.
Classic.
Sturges.
Classic.
Yeah.
This says, perhaps I enjoy fisticuffs from now and then. A little
you look like
pugilism, which is a word I may have created. I don't know. Is that a word?
I think it's been said before. I
Yeah.
think somebody, you look like you lift weights that have the ball on the end. You know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you ride a unicycle. I don't know.
After work, I lay on top of the bearded lady.
Does it scruff? Do they tangle your beard and hers?
That's sometimes our beards intertwine in a moment of great beauty,
Wow.
like asps. Just
That sounds wonderful.
The actor who played in There Will Be Blood, Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Dano.
Yeah.
There was another actor. So they were playing twins, and there was an actor who played a brother. So they had two different people playing the two different brothers.
Right.
They didn't like the one guy. They said, "We don't enjoy you at all."
Wow.
So they cut him and refilmed it, and they just used Paul Dano.
I want to know
Twice.
so bad who was that actor.
IMDb. You got the yeah.
Who got cut?
Who got cut? Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a great story. But if you like, I wonder that must be bad, like to already be filming something and
Right.
be like,
You're cast.
you're cast,
You're there.
already
You're on
cashing
set.
checks,
You're watching this
buying
other clown.
sofas from China.
Yeah. Right.
Just dropping 4K on something to sit on, like it's nothing. Yeah, that's a great. Well, if you're Paul, if you subscribe, we're supposed to subscribe if you're a Paul Dano fan.
Yeah.
I hope that's how you say his name.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, now you come
never
up with
met him.
something to say now. Come on, you got a list there.
Well, it's an interesting week. The last week we've had with the coronavirus.
Yes, yes.
You know, not to bring the topic down,
To bring it down.
but I
They're
think
dying all over the world.
I know, and
Back to the yuck yucks.
well, I mean, a silver lining I think is that it's going to be really good business for podcasts. You know, because I mean, if everybody's staying home.
If you have coronavirus, like below.
Right.
If you're perhaps infirmed,
Yeah. If you are quarantined,
Well-
we're here for you in your time of Kleenex and toilet paper, I guess.
in my fledgling, that's the word, right? Fledgling music
Fledgling.
career. My the biggest gig I had this week is one that you booked for me.
Oh, and sadly, it was canceled due
canceled.
to coronavirus.
So
yeah.
we were supposed to be performing.
Yep. We were all set to go.
We had the rehearsal,
Climate Elvis
Climate Elvis,
and
the
the Crisis.
The Crisis.
Climate Elvis and the Crisis. Yeah.
I enjoyed
made
that
I made an
rehearsal.
intro video for us actually.
I could not watch it because when you sent it, it said it was still processing.
It was still processing until this morning.
Well, then, so due diligence. Why are you sending me stuff I can't watch?
I really
I thought the video was of a video
It's like
saying it's still processing.
it's like a minute-long video. I think Google had the coronavirus last night or something because it wouldn't process it. It took all night.
It wouldn't let me book a domestic flight yesterday.
Really?
Domestic. They shut it down. Delta wasn't
Yeah.
working.
Wow.
Not that I fly Delta. Stalkers. I'm not flying like.
Are you afraid the TSA is watching?
Oh, let me tell you what. I have had buddies that I grew up with that work for the TSA. Do not feel safe. Yeah.
You know some of their staff.
Yeah. They. You know when you want to be a cop, but you don't want to get shot. So then you're like, I'll be a security officer, but I don't want to be one with a gun. So then you go down again, and then you say, well, I like air conditioning. I want to be inside. And I want to be surrounded by other people in short sleeves and ties, like
Right.
Sipowicz.
Yeah.
And,
All going somewhere on vacation.
they're there 8 hours, and they are protecting the skies from, I don't know. We all get the cancer going. Do you go through the thing, or do you get opted out?
Oh no, I do the pre-check thing.
Well, I'm pre-checked too.
Yeah, so I go to the other one. They don't do the.
Oh yeah. Why did I do it the other day? I did one the other day though. I had the dog.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a thing.
man, I
Flying
thought
this dog gets flown around. You know how much money? Jeez.
you gotta buy him a ticket.
Well, it's like $125 or $150 per flight.
Wow.
So she went, and I was like, I think soothes you emotionally, perhaps? Hint, hint. Can we fill out $50 worth of LA County paperwork? So it was, it was $450 in addition to holiday tickets to fly with a dog. It was still cheaper than a kennel if you do the math.
Well,
Especially if you're going for a.
Yeah.
I was just like, let's
goodness.
If everyone is faking it, I don't see the ethical dilemma. But what do you think about the emotional support, like ostriches and the donkeys?
I mean, I think it's just a contest now to see how big an animal you can get on the plane.
Can I bring another man, like a gimp? Can I bring a gimp on a plane? He's my emotional support gimp.
Yeah,
you can't say gimp anymore?
I don't know. Can you say gimp? Please leave right in the comments whether
if you're a gimp, please subscribe. Yeah, well, you know,
wow.
That would actually be very fun. My emotional support gimp. I'm Doug. Shut up. By the way, we had to let Frank go after the last week's shooting.
Yeah.
Poor. We're not going to sue him or anything. And I mean, he's he already lost his home and his daughter's missing. Did you see it? Did you see?
I did.
Did you see it? Yeah. See, again,
I like
Amazon is. I literally have a pair of scissors that I'm waiting for. They're almost here. I sent them to the studio.
You sent them to the studio. Good job. How many stops now for the Amazon delivery? How close are we?
Let's see. This is gonna be good. Oh, there's nothing worse that when you get the next day.
Yeah.
Amazon, and then they're like, it's going to take an extra day. I think it's a con.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, when it's going to be next day, it seems to still take 2 days.
It's not really next day. Yeah. It's the next day.
It just says out. Do I get to see? This is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't tell me what. Great. So we've Frank, we've replaced him with because diversity is very important. We have someone who is both. What's the matter, Josh? What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just waiting to hear what you're about to say. I'm hanging on every word.
No, I know. It's just that this person happens to be both mute and deaf.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So you might not hear or see them. You can't see blind. No, they can't.
They can't. Yeah, they can't see you.
Why did I hire a blind person to do the video editing?
I don't know, but got great hearing though.
What?
Huh?
Now I would like to. It won't happen. But if we could slow down the spittle, see the stash goes into the coffee, right?
Yeah.
So imagine,
that's how people get coronavirus. That just sprays.
Oh my God! It can totally hang on.
Yeah. Oh God.
It does hold a lot of coffee.
Yeah. Right. Save that for later.
It's fascinating to me.
So
I wonder how much. There's a competition for white guys. Like whose beard can absorb the most liquid? You get it sponsored by like Crystal Pepsi or something.
Yeah, no, carbonated or uncarbonated. It's got to be different categories, I think.
I really need the trim. It's like in my mouth. Like I don't even have the line that I would use.
Yeah.
But again. In fact, if it arrives during this, let's just open it up and get to cutting.
I think you should, yeah. It would make me feel more comfortable.
Taking some off the sides. Like it's a chaplain. I think if you wear the hat, it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a chaplain stash.
So the gig got canceled, and I was told I was going to get a meal.
Well, like so many other things, your meal is postponed, my friend. I'm sorry.
The coronavirus, but it's really screwed up. Now, I don't try to interact with people on a daily basis, so I'm fine.
You're pretty much already quarantined.
There was a neighbor kid who is at that age where, like, she's too young for you to get mad at, but you're sick of her.
Yeah.
she was really snotting up her hand and then wanted to pet the dog. And I was just like, oh, that's how you know. I need one snot nosed kid to ruin to kill me.
Kids apparently don't get that sick, but they do transmit the virus.
Okay, well, thank you for proving my fear.
Yeah. They get it, but they just don't. Then they pass it on. They just don't get that sick. So.
Well, you are married to a physician.
Yes.
What is her advice? What's her general? I'm sure she's told you how to not die.
Right. Wash your hands. Like when you take soap and you put it on your hands and you put it under running water and you rub them back and forth.
Because I'm an environmentalist, I don't believe in using
20 seconds
putting poisons. I just use a combination of aloe vera, eucalyptus oils.
Oh, great!
Sand,
great,
salt, rosemary, parsley, thyme. There's a little cayenne, and just a hint of truffle oil. It's fantastic.
So you're a human petri dish, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, but now I'm locked down. So
now you're locked down. I found out last night that basically I'm one positive test away. One person testing positive from like work from home status at my work.
At your employed.
At my employ.
In which you do not.
Yes, whom I do not speak for. The Jet. I work for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a NASA lab. And I do not speak for NASA.
There we go.
I don't
speak for NASA. This is actually a part of This is a
NASA
required part of the show.
May disavow its all knowledge of me in certain instances.
Let me tell you what. With the views this gets, I wouldn't worry about them finding out. It's fine.
Yeah, but so we got an email last night that said if anyone tests positive, the whole lab's basically shut down. We're not shut down, but we're on work from home status.
Yeah.
And one lab, actually, the lab up in San Jose, Ames, is already shut down.
It's over.
Yeah.
Now,
well, it's not. I mean, they're working.
They
from
closed.
Home. They're Netflixing and chilling.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not. I wouldn't know.
Doug, what's going on in your telecon in the background?
I think is that pornography playing in the conference call? Oh, you guys can see that? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
We'll move that iMac over. But the coronavirus it's been a thing. No more international flights. They shut it down.
Yeah. And
I was unable to book domestic yesterday. I don't know if that was just coincidentally or while they were figuring out what's happening, but I couldn't do it. Yeah. And everything is being shut. I bought tickets to the Pele Fest. They shut that down.
Really?
Everything's.
What made you do that?
Why are you saying it like
nothing?
that?
Nothing. I'm just curious. I had no idea. I just. Yeah.
But did I know what the Pele Fest is?
No.
Pele. It's a melee fest, right?
Yes, it's a melee. Well, I don't know. What is it? Tell me about the.
Well, I'm not. They're not. I don't want to.
No,
but basically, it's where you can go and see casts, and so if you want to go see the cast of The Office, they'll have you sit there and you do a Q&A, and they talk about things, right?
Okay, right? Got it.
And so they had Curb Your Enthusiasm was one, Schitt's Creek, and all these ones that were just be fun to just
Yeah. I had no idea that was a thing. I didn't even know what that was.
Well, it's
I thought it was some like soccer thing.
Pele Fest.
Yeah.
No, I guess. Yeah. How is your Ecuadorian lover, Raul, doing? Your wife?
Raul's great.
Is he?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Actually, I used to have a guy cut my hair named Eduardo. Eduardo, if you're out there in San Diego, I hope you're doing well.
What were those two things that those people had in common which made you just, as a white man, list like you knew another non-white person?
I know at least 3.
Non-white people?
Yes.
Name them.
No.
Now, these people cannot work at a supermarket. They cannot. And people in your inner circle that you are friends with.
Okay. My wife.
Yeah. But she, no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think and her brother and sister.
I don't know. If Japanese counts, write it. Subscribe below.
So now here's something I don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand it, but the toilet paper thing. Like, you can't buy toilet paper right. I went to Smart and Final yesterday. Smart and Final, I mean, like, they have a whole gigantic aisle that's just toilet paper, and it was empty. It was like the apocalypse over there.
Why? Why are people
I don't know.
stockpiling
As
toilet
far as
paper?
I can tell, coronavirus does not cause diarrhea. I don't think,
We're
it's
gonna
not
need to go ahead and clip that
strongly
soundbite out. Can we?
associated with the galloping trots, as my British friends.
Equestrians once said. Yes.
Right. That's right.
Look at he's got the trots.
Yeah. So I don't understand the whole toilet paper, the run on toilet. Like my wife is literally counting down how many rolls we have left until we have to go
Seinfeld
back.
Squares, yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking, right? Are they going to get a new shipment in before we
Order online.
Yeah, I know, right? Can you add something to that Amazon order? Is it too late?
I'm sure you can order toilet paper on Amazon.
Should we find out?
Oh, I'm already on it.
Right. Because, yeah, right? I mean, this is like the height of privilege right here. Ordering toilet paper from Amazon.
Will someone please bringeth me the anal wipes? Cut that out.
Yeah. We're racking up a couple of bleeps here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fill it in.
I realized that I realized something when I was watching the.
Listen, with Amazon Fresh, which is a fine company and potential sponsor, you can get Quilted Northern Ultra Soft and Strong Toilet Paper bath tissue double rolls for $6.48 with a 50-cent coupon.
Wow.
You're under $6.
Pretty good deal.
You're back, to covering your tax, right?
Yeah.
And you get it within 2 out of stock. No, I just saw it. Sorry. Yeah. There's that information. Yep. Currently unavailable. Only.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's a thing, man. I think
Let's go back to old London timey, where you just use a whore's cloth or whatever, and you just rinse it in the street.
Yeah, I think there's a toilet.
Fascinating.
There's a toilet paper conspiracy.
Well, this is actually.
See?
I don't, because with what I do, I don't go on the news and I don't care about anything. So this is, I didn't know.
I mean,
this is a thing, huh?
If it's been a week since you've tried to buy toilet paper, you're in for a surprise.
Well, some stories you can't share. But Josh learned how I do things today.
We go to Smart and Final. I buy
stock.
a bulk, of toilet paper. So we typically have a grip of toilet paper laying around. But eventually you got to go back. Yeah,
Is that
a bushel.
a grip? What's the bushel to grip ratio?
Oh, it's 4.7.
This is fascinating. You telling me I can't
Yeah,
buy
you
toilet
can't buy
paper?
toilet paper.
So what?
And now you want to, even though you don't really need, even if you don't need it right now, you're like, oh, maybe I need to go buy some just because I
use
can't.
the toilet, sanitary toilet things that you use to cover. Just use those.
Just use some toilet. They did have toilet seat covers.
Yeah, just
at
use
Smart
those.
and Final. You could buy a bulk toilet seat cover.
Why don't you
box.
just go to like a Denny's and use theirs?
Yeah.
Everybody will be stealing. You know what? What if we started? I'll get you some Quilt Northern. Meet me off Route 9 tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. Okay? Come heavy. All right?
You get a Ziploc bag with 3 squares. Yeah, man, it's a thing.
Ooh, Merry Christmas novelty toilet paper is available.
Oh, wow.
For ages 12 years and up, because apparently you can't wipe your... Do not use this on the anus of an 11-year-old.
Not for children.
As Larry King once said while interviewing. That's right. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, for the joke toilet paper market, this would be great.
Oh, yeah, right? I mean, I don't know can they not...
Just use paper towels and throw it in your neighbor's yard.
I guess so.
What's the problem?
You can just drag your butt through the grass like the dogs do, I guess. But but why is yeah, did you want me to elaborate?
So, speaking of coronavirus, we both saw Parasite finally.
Yeah.
A month after it won.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
And what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. What, you didn't like
Fascinating.
it? Would you like me to elaborate?
Expand on that.
Yeah, it was it was, it was interesting, I thought, because I the first half of the movie is sort of deceptive, Like it feels almost like a comedy when you're starting out. The characters are all really big. And then like halfway through, it gets dark, man. It turns on you big time.
Now, I rented it, and because my brother shares, I have Prime.
Okay. Right.
And I once foolishly said, if you ever need anything, let me know. And that turned into him then having my password and adding his own credit card. And it turned into he really just buys shit you don't need. And I get every email notification every time he decides to buy, his 29th hammer. But this one is 17.4 3-ounce, and it's made with MOV 208 steel, whatever.
Because you need the right hammer for the right job.
Yep, that's it. The right rickshaw for the right cobble street, whatever. No. So I rented it on Prime, and I said, hey, I texted my brother, listen, I rented it for 24 hours. If you want to watch it, it's on there. And then the next time I talked to him, I said, what did you think? And he said, it seemed a little heavy on the Asian themes. And I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, it just seemed like, like we get it. Like, it just seemed like, he just didn't understand why the film from South Korea had
so many Koreans in it.
It was like, yeah, it didn't need to be so Asian. Like, it could have just dialed back. But
where are the white people at?
Where they were not in there.
No, they weren't.
No, but that was
it
was a good movie. When do you think a white person will finally win an Academy Award? Right? No one talks about the struggle we've had for the last 16 months. They're all worried about the last 102 years of film history.
Right.
Birth of a Nation is not how to have a baby video.
No.
That was terrible.
It's not what you think it's about, is it?
Yeah.
No.
It's pro KKK. You are from Texas?
Wow.
Do you know anybody in the KKK? Tell me.
I don't know anybody that's admitted to me that they're in the KKK.
But in where you're from, is there a
I knew.
KKK?
Well, when I was a kid, when I was a kid growing up in Texas, they were. Yeah, when we moved into a neighborhood, and a year or two before we got there, somebody had a cross burned in their yard.
Classic KKK.
Right,
But don't they? Yeah. But don't they have to pay for the wood, and then they gotta fix it, right?
Yeah, right.
So that it's a cross, and then you gotta. It seems like a lot of work, and then you gotta gasoline, the rising oil prices.
No, right, exactly.
Then you gotta douse the wood in which you paid for, unless you stole the wood, and siphon the gasoline. Hold on, we can make this. How can we make burning a cross cost efficient for the business? Do they have a website? Is there like a Ku Klux Klan website? Like,
I'm sure there is.
Not that we're interested in joining.
Just don't ask Siri, please. I grew up in Texas, and there was a little bit of racism there. Maybe a little more than a little bit. Yeah.
Dr. Josh Willis wants to know if there's a Ku Klux Klan website. It kind of like it goes right up. The Guardian History Channel?
Oh, well.
I guess not. I feel like that would get shut down.
Yeah, I would hope so. Sorry, but not really.
So what sort of racism? What's the Texas, right? Is it
It's
because
all
we
the kinds.
stole people's land and said, "Why are you still here?"
Yeah, right.
Is that the problem?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's
So they were clans. So yeah, that's the thing.
yeah. It's a thing. It's they're kind of coming back, right? Like
They're rebranding.
yeah, right.
KKK cool. I was like,
Like bell bottoms, they
Bringing it back.
for a minute. Yeah, they're bringing it back.
bell bottoms are great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah.
I have some bell bottoms.
Yeah, you do. You
Yeah,
have
I
an
do.
entire outfit.
I
which
have, yeah.
You had to buy a cot piece for because of your proximity of children and height to penis ratio.
Well, you got to stay discreet down there if you're, entertaining a broad audience, right?
Does your lady give you requests on how to maintain? And is there any sort of? Do you have a main? Now
Like
you've
a
been married.
grooming?
You've
Yeah.
been married for almost a score now.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I have.
You're
It's
welcome.
coming up.
Yeah.
You're counting closer than I am.
I will kill you.
Well, she did tell she tells me when it's time to dye my hair again.
You dye your hair?
I did, yeah, for the gig, for the Elvis gig, which got canceled. Yeah, I dyed my hair on my head, and I dyed my chest hair too.
Now, if we could pause for one moment. One of Josh's friends is outside of the studio.
We have a little leaf blower situation.
We have a leaf blower. We have a Mexican Ghostbuster.
No, that's over the line.
No,
I think you're gonna have to believe
diverse
that.
casting. Diverse casting. They did it with women, and that, of course, lost 40 million or whatever. That's cool. That's cool. It's like a lost leader when they make these sort of movies.
Mexican Ghostbuster.
Well, yeah. Well, what I love is that the guy who comes here blows it all onto this guy, and then 2 days later he blows it. It's just.
This might be a good conversation to bring up to my friend Roxanne.
Can I get more coffee?
Yeah, right. Refills. We could.
I'll get it. Keep going.
Okay. Well, we have.
I'll get it, man.
All right. Cool. I have this friend that I work with at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory named Roxanne Santos, for what it's worth. And I think we should call her and see what her take on the whole Mexican Ghostbuster.
But don't make it offensive. That's just.
What do you mean make it offensive?
I put a lot of milk in there.
That's fine. Yeah. So should we call Roxanne?
Oh, that's yesterday's coffee. Nope. Oh, some Irish soda bread.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you want to call?
Well, I want to ask her if she's ever heard that phrase in regards to someone with a leaf blower.
You can't ask her. She doesn't count
Why not?
because she's Caucasus.
No, her last name is it's Santos. Well, we'll find out. Let's see. Let's call her. Let's call her and find
Fine
out.
with me.
All right, here we go. Let me see if we can get this to work.
Should we have cleared the table of? Piping hot coffee.
We'll see if this works. She may not be home.
Hello.
Hello, Roxanne. You're talking to Two Guys Talkin.
Hey, Two Guys Talking.
Hello.
Hey, Brian's here. We're doing a podcast right now.
What's the topic?
Well, it's funny you should say that because we were just interrupted sort of by someone using a leaf blower outside, and
Not going to go well.
Brian
I do not.
Brian-
I'm not okay with this at all.
Brian had an idea for a new movie based on the leaf blower. You want to tell her what the idea was? No.
No, I do not.
Tell me, come on. Don't be shy. You're on a podcast.
Okay, Mexican Ghostbusters. Right? and like they're like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and each one has like a different tool that they can use
Yeah.
to like fight anti-wokeness.
And it's a leaf blower. Is that so? I guess the question for you is that offensive?
Yes.
It's offensive. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that. I think I've just crushed a part of Brian's soul.
Well,
we may have to do our first edit on the podcast.
well, I you just gotta get the right car. Oh, okay. Question: if the Mexican Ghostbusters were real, what sort of vehicle would they have? What would be their
Lowrider.
a lowrider?
An El Camino.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Oh, all right. I would watch that. I would definitely watch this movie.
I kind of want to find a Latino improv group. Be like, I wrote the scene for you.
I think you should direct. This movie.
I apologize.
Well, it's not like you were saying every guy with a leaf blower is a Ghostbuster.
Yes, he was.
No,
What? No, we don't.
it's just that it's like the backpack.
It's the backpack. It's the backpack.
They put on the thing and
Yeah.
Sure.
They got the backpack.
and instead of like boo, it's like whirr.
Yeah, right. And they're still rounding, up the leaves instead of the ghosts.
Are they wearing sombreros while they're doing it?
I know we didn't.
We're open to all
That's-
notes at this point of development.
Right.
I think we should go ahead and get the IMDb started.
Yeah. We'll get right into production on this. All right. Well. Thank you, Roxanne, for that
You're gonna have to send her an apology.
that very enlightening discussion. Well, I hope you're doing good today on this
Okay, wrap it up.
work day. Yeah, and
He will call you later to apologize.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not offended.
Oh, good. Why not?
I am.
I really think it's funny.
Oh, okay. But you think it's offensive?
Oh, I think people will find it offensive,
Okay.
but I think it's funny.
All right. Well,
She's yawning while
I
talking
know,
about
right?
this. Okay, this is the level.
I think it's time to wrap this call up.
Yeah,
But thank you for appearing on Two Guys
I'm
Talking.
very aware of when a woman
Roxanne.
yawns.
Yeah. All right.
right.
We'll call you again sometime soon. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Well, and
Well,
lawsuit pending.
I think that was completely successful.
Doug Finkelberg Esquire. Call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, we know how that works now. Yeah. So I was.
Sam's not offended.
Oh yeah, he said it was fine.
Well, he kind of mimed it.
Right? He waved his stump at us. Like it.
So he's
showed
blind,
me a thumbs up.
deaf, mute, and has all stumps.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. I'm sure it would be a thumbs up if he had any thumbs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Really gonna go attack the veterans, huh?
Well, no. I mean,
No, I get you. No, you're yeah. The
They-
Gulf
if he
War
had a-
was not
if
was
he had
not
a
used with a
prosthetic
Titleist.
thumb.
Stupid. If you're listening, I made a face because I saw it was stupid.
Yeah. So it's funny. I was watching one of our episodes the other day. Reviewing
Oh, that's who
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, right. I was watching one of our that one view,
The one. They're right.
and it reminded me that I'm really not part of our audience. I really hate inane chatter.
Yes.
Like
Oh.
just people talking about nothing.
Yeah.
I can't take it. Like when I wake up in the morning, I just can't have anybody talk to me for like an hour. The sound of two guys talking in the morning is enough to make me just want to go back to bed.
Well, Sam, get on that.
Sam, could you?
Oh, I forgot I was going to say that. were you just saying?
Inane chatter. Inane chatter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the demographics of the show are 18 to 24, lower 50% income. Basically, if you're watching this, you either know me or you're stupid. So,
Maybe both.
The analytics don't lie. It just says the audience is pretty dumb.
It's a category. Yeah. It's a category.
But see, the people who would listen to something like this are people who would have they're in a toll booth or they're at a prison or they're you're listening to something throughout the day to fill to fill it. But really, what this is, if I may, is kind of our journaling.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people would write in a diary. This is in the future. We all know that this is unnecessary and this is very Buddhist. None of this matters. Yeah. But we will look back and one of us will die.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know who's going to die first. But then we can look back and be like, oh, I remember on this day Josh offended the entire Central and South American community in one foul swoop.
Yes,
which is not a joke about having chickens in your yard. What's the fun?
Nothing at all. Not a damn thing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, NASA, huh?
NASA, that's right.
Not that easy, huh?
Right. No, I think, when I'm old and like bedridden and can't get up and walk, I'll be logging into
these. And I'll
look back.
Point, right?
I'll log back into YouTube and
which will be owned by
right.
the toilet paper industry. As they have.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Yeah, Charmin buys GE.
Exactly. I'll look back on this and
fine company
and laugh. Yes, that's right. We hope you look back on this and laugh too.
What's funny is I've set up my entire life where I have nothing to lose. Like no one can fire me ever. Like I can continue at the level that I'm at.
But
you have
YouTube kind of already fired you, right? Didn't it?
Well, YouTube
wasn't there.
YouTube and I have
what
some
kind
issues.
of content?
Well, apparently,
shocking.
The content in which I produce as a producer.
Right.
A little more spittle for you. Ooh, how many spots away? Our content is apparently shocking.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
So if you're shocked, write in the comments what shocked you.
No, there was.
Is your package here? We're all dying to know. The suspense is literally, people are tuning out right now.
I might have to.
You have a situation?
We'll be right back.
Well, while Brian's handling his situation, I'll just say that we really appreciate all of our fans out there and all the people who have tuned in and liked and followed us and written comments, and we thank the both of you for all that you've done, making this podcast come true. It's really a lifelong dream to be on a podcast, to be able to speak your mind. And handle emergencies, in real time. It's real life, people. Things happen. Your cell phone lights up.
Sorry, this is actually, obviously this will be cut, but this is the work that I do. Oh, I said do.
Do. Hey, there are no cuts on Two Guys Talking.
The no cut? Okay.
There are no cuts on Two Guys Talking. This is life, people. This is life, people.
Thank you. It was actually a kind of a business emergency. Someone was locked out of a location.
Okay.
And then she
and you had
turned the key, and she's fine. So
okay. All right. Oh, good.
There are no cuts, huh?
So there are no cuts. Yeah. There are no cuts. There are no...
Yeah, that was an actual
emergency.
Well, I work as little as possible in my life to as few minutes
But
a day.
in those minutes, you have to focus.
Yeah, definitely.
Or someone could be locked out.
Well, basically, I get slammed basically I got nothing to do for like weeks at a time, and then I'm MIA.
All of a sudden,
then I'm
it's over.
booked up, and then somebody schedules a day for me for a gig and a meal, and then they're like Corona, and then I don't.
Yeah. So we were talking about.
She's also over there an hour early before she's supposed to.
Oh. Well, that's shocking.
No, it's not. It's just that.
We were talking about shocking content.
Oh, shocking content.
Yeah.
We can't edit this out.
No, we can't edit this out. This is part of the show. So if the leaf blower is
Donatello?
yeah, what
Raphael's out. Well, these are great artists
The
of the
Mutant Ninja
classics we're
Turtle.
talking about. But now we're directly across from Universal Studios.
yeah,
And
they got to trim their hedges
they
too.
got to trim their hedges. It's you probably can't hear that,
You probably can't, but we can hear it.
but maybe we'll add in a sound effect.
Yeah. Add sound effect.
Hey, Sam?
Yeah.
Sam? I don't know how to get his attention.
It's really hard,
It's
know.
hard.
You have to wave a little bit and
He's blind.
you
He's
make
blind, deaf,
vibrations
mute,
in the
and
air.
and has no stumps.
You have to make vibrations that he could feel through the floor. Right.
We communicate. Oh, actually, through. I wonder if you could communicate Morse code.
Yeah.
Can you? So is Braille? Why is Braille and Morse code not the same thing? Like, why can't they merge? Where it's like bump, 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 bump. So
Yeah.
they're actually they're.
Yeah.
Let's get it together so that if
Come
you're a
on,
seaman,
people.
that you can. I just wanted to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, blind seaman.
What's great is that if this keeps going,
Yeah.
you see, it'll either go nowhere or it'll go nowhere.
The other option being
But what's great is that we know that no one's watching. We have some
Yeah.
Irish soda bread.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up in a week or two. We film about a week.
Oh yeah. There we go. He's very thorough. Doesn't like to.
Well, what's great is the property manager sends somebody not on the same time every. It's like whenever
Yeah.
he wants to.
Yeah.
So you can't really
just-
plan it, which is
right.
always fun when it's next to a recording studio.
Yeah. You know.
By the way, did you like our new lobby?
Oh, it's.
What did you think of the veranda?
Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't realize it would be so spacious.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Is the white marble a little much?
Yeah,
Or-
I like
or nouveau
it.
riche?
I like it. You know, I mean the gold leaf around the top might be overdoing it a little bit, but I like the
a little
yeah.
North Hollywoodish.
a little north.
West Pasadena.
What do you? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Rick like.
Oh, yeah.
So
Rick.
yeah, our boy Rick, who
Yeah.
yeah, everyone wants to come on now. They're like, Rick is like, I don't have an hour. I'm not watching this for an hour.
But he wants to be on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but-
For no, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But we have Irish soda bread, by the way.
It's delicious.
We're not
Yeah.
going to toast it this time.
No, it's good though. It's great. Actually, it's quite.
I
nice.
think I'm going to assign you
like
a
that.
job.
Yeah.
And your job is every week you're going to write an email to whatever companies we mention.
Right. All right.
And I've tried purchasing some advertising lately, and I can't get phone calls back. This town is so weird. It's like, I have money I'd like to give you for your services.
Yeah.
And you still don't.
They
hear
just
back.
they're like, nah, that's
They're
all
like,
right.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Oh well, that reminds me of. So, Poor Life Choices is a brainchild of mine, and ultimately we have a bunch of associate producers and associate
Associates.
So
Maybe
we
they're
have
just
some
associates.
We
Yeah.
have, and as consiglieres, whatnot,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and whatnots. But we have a friend Cliff and you and various Morty, various
Morty's in the
Nord people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's great is that, like the Godfather, every time I think he's gone, he mows me back in. I don't know, whatever. That's not it. What were we just saying?
Shocking.
No.
Content.
before he came over.
Associates.
There was a piece of bread that shot out of my mouth. Then I caught it.
That's incredible. Associates. We have so many associates on
So
Poor
many
Life
associates.
Choices Productions.
Oh, so
Yeah.
without going into too many details, basically, we're in the third studio in 90 days, maybe. There was.
And it's what I like about it though is it's familiar.
It's reminiscent.
It's reminiscent. Yeah.
of
Right.
uh,
It's like
of
we've-
our earlier work.
Like we've been here before. Almost like we've been here before.
Yeah. Basically, we moved locations and we set it up, and then there was, we were at one location.
There was a
We decided
situation.
there was a situation,
Yeah.
and we moved to another location.
Yeah.
And at that point, I got an intern.
Yeah.
So I contacted the wonderful Berklee College of Music, and I got an intern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coincidentally.
Yeah. There you go.
So I get an intern, and it's Poor Life Choices Production. So I meet her actually at the North Hollywood Diner.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and
You
know,
met her there for the first time at the North Hollywood?
Yeah,
Diner?
because I was at a film festival. I was at the Valley Film Festival,
Wow.
which was in North Hollywood.
I've performed right across the street from that at
I
the
know we've had eggs.
Secret Rose
You
Theater.
once felt your wife once guilted you into sitting next to me while I had eggs at that diner.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to drive off and leave you, and then she
Yeah,
was
and
like,
then you saw my back.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
you see this middle again?
I saw your shoulders actually. I drove past the diner, and I looked in the window, and it was like a painting, you know. It was like a Bugs Bunny character, you know, in that famous Nighthawks painting of the guys in the diner, you know, all by themselves, right? Yeah,
Classic. Well, you
it was
don't
great.
need. You don't
And
need
I
to
thought,
bring
oh,
it
I
up.
can't pass this up. You know, you look like you were in a private detective movie, you know,
It was
Chinatown.
great.
Yeah.
So I met the intern there, and I said basically, I said I'm just setting up the studio, like maybe a little early.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you want to do this?" I said, we have a website out there, but that website is bullshit. Thank you, stock images. Right? So
Used with permission and by license. Yeah.
Sam's on it.
Get on that, Sam.
Get on that, Sam. So
No,
the
he's
intern
not.
starts, and I basically have her come over to the place. Now I'm still kind of setting up the place. Basically, I don't think that I was maybe ready because we were moving, and all of a sudden she started. I was so disorganized that I wasn't organized enough to be able to give out
Organize,
other
yeah.
tasks, right?
Got it.
So as you know, we're building out the studio. It's a whole thing. New floors, like it was quite the production. So I hardly see her, and she comes over a couple things, and she's great. She's cool. She's out here to be a singer-songwriter. She's very talented. Nice.
Awesome. It sounded like you got a little branch in the mower that time. Maybe a.
Yeah. If you guys can't hear it and we look crazy, we'll
Yeah.
just have Sam at it. in
It's
post.
yeah, right.
So I only saw her a few times. I was like, I'll hook you up, and it's fine, right? So as you know, it basically got delayed a little bit. Now, an internship's 90 days. And when you're 20 years old or 21, 3 months is, your fontanelle hasn't hardened yet.
Right.
So 3
Feels
months.
like a long time.
Like, a semester in school when you're 20 or 21, that's a long time. But at our age, it's like, so things got delayed and I wasn't really there. And then I worry about, so then she sent me the report. So nothing really happened. We never filmed. So she didn't get to be used. And then it was just weird.
And then
So then,
a new situation developed.
right. So basically, a new situation where that property, basically we had to move again.
Yeah.
We had to move again. So,
So there was
meanwhile,
a situation at the first place, and we had to move, and
there's
then
a
there was
situation in the
at
second place. So everything got delayed. Now I feel terrible because I'm trying to, be respectful of an intern's time. Like I was giving her gas money and whatever. But we didn't really get to do stuff. But when I did the evaluation and I filled it all out, I was all glowing. And then there was a section that said what she needs to improve on, or he or she. And I was like, so let me just write something there. So I just wrote like, basically she was late a bunch, but who cares? It wasn't a real thing. So I just kind of put in something so that everything, that it would look balanced. Like she's 99% there. What could she prove on? So I just like put something because you had to put something in the thing.
Yeah.
But then I worry about it. I worry that she
just
read that.
ended that girl's career.
No,
it's
but
all over.
She won't call me back. This is the thing that I love is that Sport Life Choices is such a shit show that the intern is like, I'm going to pretend. So then I write to the school to get another intern for the next semester. They won't call me back. So I don't know what happened, but I seem to be blacklisted
by your alma
by
mater
Berkeley to get another intern. Perhaps rightfully so. I just wasn't, it wasn't a matter of fault. It just kind of happened. We were in between moving. It was weird. So I'm trying to, I would hire her now and, make it worth it. But I think she looked at me as a child and said, "Oh, this guy,
it's not happening."
Pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. I was teasing her a little bit too. She moved out with her boyfriend. I said, "How long do you think you guys will last before you'll?"
Oh, they moved
trade
out
up to
together.
something?" Yeah.
From
Berkeley.
Yeah.
He's cool. They're both graduates. Teasing on him. But it was. I'm embarrassed in front of like a college student because, again, it wasn't fault. It just what happened, and then ultimately we're moving again because of money. It's all good.
Right. It's all good. It's gravy.
It's all. Yeah. All of these moves are. Other than. Did she call her friends? I think a word.
You think they all know each other?
I think a word has gotten out.
Well, it's not unlikely, I have to say. Yeah.
Well, so anyway, I got anyway. I have to contact Berkeley again and say why can't.
I think is that a chainsaw?
Yeah. You'll also be removing a stump. The palm tree, the coronavirus is. I think.
Oh man.
So the intern. So I can't. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sorry, and I will make it up to you somehow.
Whatever you said.
I mean, the next gig I
didn't
book,
really mean.
I'll bring her on and pay. I'm trying to be respectful. I just hope that they sent me the form to fill out about her. They were late, and I was like, "Can you get this done tonight or by tomorrow?"
Yeah.
And so I'm out
Just
writing something
on your phone.
Right. I'm doing it on my phone because we're supposed to be in a week before to close out the semester.
Right.
So just if that was a thing, let me apologize. But if you guys could call me back, so I better not get a phone call about funding money. Because we can all agree that most colleges are just a real estate investment trust shrouded around some dusty textbooks. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I wrote a note down just before we started that you were going to say something about those cookies, I think.
Oh, my brother. Yet again.
Yeah. which you kind of they're really far. Could I have a black and white cookie? Oh yeah.
So, I'm sure everyone in their life has seen a cookie like this, right? You got chocolate on one side and vanilla on the other, and you got a cream in the center, right? All
beautiful,
oil based, right?
Yeah, it's a.
So I'm describing these to my brother, and I say, he's like, "What sort of cookies you got?" I said, "It's like they're black and they're white." And he's like, "It's a black and white cookie?" I said, "Yeah, it's a black and white cookie, but it's not a black and white cookie." He's like, "So it's chocolate on one side and vanilla on the other with a yellow cake." So I said, "No, it's like think of it like an Oreo, where the one side is replaced with vanilla." He said, "All right, so it's like a yellow cake, right? Like it's not. He's kind of a tactile learner, so it's difficult.
He needs to grasp it."
So we talk for 5 minutes until we're on FaceTime.
He FaceTime you over the cookies.
Yeah.
He elevated the phone call.
Well, he wants to see it.
He elevated the phone call to a FaceTime.
That's how important it was.
Wow.
So I take out the cookies and I show it to him. And he says, "It's like an Oreo cookie with chocolate on one side and vanilla on the other, and cream in the center." Verbatim quoted back the description to me.
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, it's exactly what it was." He's an interesting fella. Oh, by the way, we tried FaceTiming Timmy. He's at work right now, but basically he wants to be on it, and I have several questions for him.
Yeah.
Do you know that every morning I wake up to some sort of pornography picture in which
he is a purveyor
he's
indelicate photographs, let's say.
Every morning around 8 o'clock in the morning, I get. Which is funny. There's only a couple people that can text me in the morning.
Yeah.
That, if you know me, you know.
Yeah.
I once fired a guy because he texted me at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person either.
We're not the lifestyle I live. Don't text me at 7 for business.
No.
They can wait till 10.
Yeah.
It's like when people die on the East Coast and my mother calls me first thing in the morning.
Right.
It's like, let me know after.
You know what?
Let me have some coffee. It'll still be dead. It'll be dead afternoon. All right? Oh, it's actually, today's my mother's birthday.
Oh.
So on our...
happy birthday, Mrs. Sturges.
Happy birthday, Mom. Yeah. Still with us. Her mother lived to 105 and a half.
Wow.
So we got some more time.
we're not in a hurry.
We're not in a hurry. Yeah, it's her birthday. In fact,
well, happy birthday. That's great.
My brother, yet again, I say,
I think we need a picture of your brother on the show.
Well, we'll FaceTime him next time.
Yeah, all right.
Well, we'll have a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost it.
Your birthday, your mom's birthday.
Oh, I said, what are you doing for her birthday? He's like, he just goes down and lets my mother make dinner in the house.
So your mom's making your brother dinner for her birthday.
So I just sent him money to take her out. I was like, you bum, just take her out. She's like, well, sometimes Dad doesn't like to eat a whole meal. I was like, just have a soup, have a glass of wine, just get out of the house, just go. So I sent him the money. I haven't heard from him. So before I called, I was going to send my mother flowers. Yeah. But now I'm paying for the meal. So I was like, I'll just send him the money. And I said to him, if he goes out and gets 2 hot dogs, if I find out, and I want change.
You want change.
So I need to confirm that he's taking them out, because if not, then I want to send her the flowers. Right. I could send both, but I'm a busy man.
Just in case.
And the birthday's like every year.
Just in case the meal plan.
So we should definitely get my brother on. He has some interesting views of the world.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd love to talk to him.
Well,
I can't wait.
I think that's that, my friend. Is there anything else you wanted to get off your hairy dyed chest of yours?
I think that's it, my friend. I think that's it. Yeah, it's been another.
Oh, perfect. Now that we're done, he just stopped.
Yeah, perfect. We should have him in next time. We should get him on.
They work on some casting.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening, at Mr. Brian Sturges is my social media, and we have, of course,
at Josh K. Willis.
Follow us on various YouTubes and social media. And that's it.
Find me on Facebook as Climate Elvis. Climate Elvis. I was very sad. Somebody tagged my Facebook page, like the Long Beach local paper, and said that this event was one of the 7 things you should do in Long Beach this week.
Oh.
And now it's canceled.
Now it's canceled.
I know.
How many things were canceled to get you to be on the 7? Was 80% of the city already shut down? Well, we'll let you know how it goes. We actually gotta go because you have a fancy pants interview
I got an
for
interview.
the news. So we gotta take a ride down to Long Beach.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a long drive from Burbank.
I know. We gotta get on the road.
Distraction. What is it? Prestidigitatus?
Prestidigitation.
That's what it is.
That's the word you're looking for.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Next week.
All right.
Happy birthday, Mom. Where's my Amazon package? I need to trim the stash.